What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be a bit of a different video, but I've been planning to do it for a while. So today I'm going to actually do it. I'm going to be doing the FIFA 18 wish list. So it's going to be the stuff that I want to see in the FIFA 18 game. There's some things on here which I think they will add. There's other stuff that I would like them to see, and then there's some weird stuff as well that they might add, they might not. Obviously some things changed in FIFA 17 this year, such as like objectives in career mode. We had different animations, obviously the new Frostbite engine they used for the first time, and I think it's gone down very well. It's probably the best FIFA game I've seen. Now we're going to go straight into the wish list, stuff I want to see in the game, and let's start with number one. The first thing I want to see in FIFA 18 is stretchers. Now I know it sounds a bit weird, but currently if your player breaks his ankle, he will limp off. Now that won't happen in real life, especially if he damages a ligament in his knee. He's not going to limp off. They will bring the stretcher on. So I'd like to see an animation like that of him actually getting stretchered off. Add so much more atmosphere into the game, and it will just create a little bit more realistic feel to the game as well. Another one, now I don't know why they haven't done this yet, is currently in player career mode. If you just play as your pro, you will either get picked to play a game or you won't get picked to play a game. Now when you get picked to play the game, you'll be in the starting 11. If you don't get picked, you don't get picked and you're not playing at all. There's no substitute, so you can never be on the bench and come on halfway through the game or something. Now I think they need to add this, because currently it's a bit weird that you can't go on the bench during a career mode. So it would be better to do that. Obviously it would take a little bit more time, obviously making up the results and trying to figure out how well we're doing in the league to match the results to the performance. But I just think it would be a lot more better if you could actually play on the bench and get substituted on in like the 60th minute and just come on and score a winner or something like that. It just make FIFA 18 career mode a lot better. Another thing, and there's always been a rivalry over Pro Evolution Soccer and FIFA, and one of the main things that PES have got over FIFA at the moment is their animations outside of the game. So for example, they have got press conferences, so you can see the manager sat there on the desk talking. Currently in FIFA, it just comes up with text, and you can choose what to say, and then it comes up in a news display on the right hand side. I think they need to add an animation, because considering they've got the Frostbite engine now, they can definitely do this. They've got potential to do really good animations for this as well. So you can choose what you say. Like the career mode in the Journey, you have the options down below. I think that would be quite a good idea in the manager press conferences. So like if a journalist asks you a question, then you can choose what you want to answer, and your manager will actually say it. I think that would be a much better thing to add into the career mode, and it would just, again, add a lot more atmosphere and make it a lot more realistic. Another thing, another animation that PES have got is the winner of the Golden Boot and top goal scorers. They've just got loads of different animations like that. So for example, if Lionel Messi was to win it in the La Liga, you would see him walk out with the Golden Boot and hold it there with flashes going off, people taking pictures of him. They haven't got this in FIFA. Again, with the Frostbite engine, they can add this in and it will make it a lot better. One thing I'd like to see, and they sort of added it in this year in pro clubs, is you can create your own kit. I'd say it'd be quite good if you create your own club. So you can actually name the club, put the badge in, and then you can also make your own stadium. I think that would be brilliant. Again, you can actually do this on PES. So I think you can do it on the realistic ones, the newer ones. I think you can do it in the newer PESs, I think. Yeah, it would be good to be able to make your own stadium, just to like choose the grass, what cut you want, the stadium stands, the colour of the seats, just stuff like that, and it would just make it a lot more better again. Now this is not my idea, but I did find it online, and I do believe it is a great idea. Currently in career mode, you can now train your players, which is like another great thing they've added to career mode. But I think it would be better if you could hire coaches and physios. So for example, say if I'm doing a Liverpool career mode at the moment, say if Felipe Coutinho was out for 4 months, you could hire a physio, like a 5-star physio, and that would take like 2 months off his injury, so he would come back 2 months later instead of 4 months later. Then I believe they should add coaches as well, hire a 5-star coach, and you can hire him for like a week or something, and he will boost the players' stats over their training a lot more than they would do if they got an A. It would double their stats or something like that. Something I'm not sure if they will be able to do, but it would be quite good to add under 23 squads. So for example, if you played in the pro, for the Be a Pro career mode, then you could actually start out in the under 23 league and then move up to the professional league, because it would be a lot more realistic again, because you don't want to go straight into professional football. Now the main talking point of FIFA, and this has been going around for ages, is for their license to get changed, because currently they've got licenses now with the FA, because they added the FA Cup like license and all the badges and stuff. They're Premier League, they now had La Liga this year as well, Bundesliga last year, so they've got most of the leagues that PES haven't got, but they haven't got UEFA. So currently they can't have the Champions League, they can't have the Europa Cup. They just, I believe it would be so much better if they could add this. They could have the proper balls there as well, the kits, the text on the back, they can have the badges, they can actually have the tournament career mode instead of having the crappy Champions Cup. Again, another thing, more stadiums need to be added to the game. They've currently got all of the Premier League stadiums. They didn't have the Camp Nou this year in FIFA 17, which I thought was a bit weird. They got most of the La Liga squads, same with Bundesliga, but they've only got a few of the top teams, so I think it'd be better if they spent a bit more time designing the stadiums. As well, Liverpool Stadium, they had a main stand added, so it'd be quite good if they could update that stadium. They most probably will in FIFA 18. Just more stadiums in the game need to be added, basically. Another thing with the animation side of it, I think you should actually be able to see the coach turn up at the stadium and the players getting off the coach and walking into the changing rooms. I think that, again, would add a lot more realistic feel to the game, and it would just make the game feel much more realistic and just more real. Now, this is a very, very big thing that I think it was Alex Teixeira put on Instagram, was a picture of him. He plays in the Chinese league at the moment, and he did say that he was doing stuff for FIFA 18, so I believe this is actually going to be a thing. They're going to have the Chinese Super League in FIFA 18, so that means you can play with more players like Tevez. You can play for Oscar again. I don't know why you'd want to play with him anyway. This is a bit of a weird one, but in a way it could be alright, I suppose, is be a referee mode. So you can actually be the referee, you can decide if a challenge is a foul or not, if it's a penalty, decisions go your way, decide to give a yellow or a red card, and just stuff like that. I think that would be brilliant. I think that would be really, really good to add to the game. It'd be a bit weird at first, I don't know if many people would play it, but just to experiment with it, it'd be quite good. The final point that I would like to add to FIFA 18, and I believe this should be a thing, I think they're going to do this again, is last year they did have the Hunter mode, which was, people say, was the Marcus Rashford mode. It basically was, to be honest, except you could play with any team instead of just Man United. I think they should add a mode 2, so you got the second part of it this time. Because at the end, this is just spoilers by the way, at the end of the Hunter career mode this year, he did get scouted for England. So it would be good, you can make a second part where you actually play for England, you play for a better team, maybe you can upgrade to the Spanish League and stuff like that. Maybe you can retire when you get older, go to like the Chinese Super League if they add it to FIFA 18, and just stuff like that. It's either that or they're going to actually recreate it all again but do a different story. Either way, it'd just be good because the Hunter career mode was very, very good this year and they did very, very well with it. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for the end of this video. It's a bit of a weird video and a bit of a strange one to be doing, but I just thought I need to get it out of the way really, so I've done that now. FIFA 18 wishlist is done. That is the stuff I want to see in FIFA 18. If there's any stuff you want to see, put it down in the comments below and I'll get back to you, see if it's a good idea or not. Tweet me as well, social media links are in the description as well. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in a new video very soon. In a bit. See you later guys.